right.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Good morning, assholes.
Good morning,
Good
assholes.
morning.
All right, so we're back yet again with
Yep.
Alex, guest talking.
Yep. Talking shit with
Yep.
us.
Guest trashing.
Yeah, guest trashing. All right, so I messed up in the order of things from the last episode, so this is apology on my behalf. Anyways, there was an email that went with that cross thingy, whatever we reacted to.
Inconceivable
Yeah,
nonsense.
the nightmare. So anyways, that has this one as well as another tattoo that was attached to it. So I'm going to read that. So for those missing out, you gotta go back and watch us talk about this horrible tattoo. Anyways,
Which one?
yeah, fair. All right, so on the arm, at least 15 years old now. So yes, we were right. It's pretty old.
All right.
Well.
I had the letters, which are initials, done as a walk-in. After a few months, I booked at a new local shop to get the cross around the letters.
It was a cross.
Yeah, and get this doodle. This is kind of fun, learning about it after the fact.
Ooh, how right was I?
Got this doodle instead. Turned out the artist told the shop owner he had 20 years of experience. The guy did about 10 tattoos and fucked everyone up and got sacked. Got sacked. The owner chased each client up and redid each one for free. Wow. The ankle. Okay, so this is the new one that we're going to see soon.
I love the origin story of
I know.
this.
This is great. This is like we did a flash forward and now we're doing a flashback. All right, so the ankle, about 3 years ago, done by myself after finding an eBay tattoo machine. Nice.
Oh, good.
The mushroom,
The plot thickens.
the mushroom and UFO took me 5 passes with the machine.
Ooh.
The diamond, I got
Smothered
one
one
line.
hell of a mushroom.
Oh yeah, got one line with the machine and crudely finished hand poke because it hurt. Big fan of the channel and I really like the route you're taking on your tattoo journey. All right, so here we go, Mushroom Town.
The mushroom looks way better than the cross.
Oh yeah, I know.
But,
you did better than someone with 20 years experience.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Ironically, that diamond at the bottom of the foot looks better than the cross, too. Because it's readable.
Yeah, you can at least understand.
Yeah,
what's-
you know what
what's
it
happening.
You definitely know it's a diamond.
Is that a UFO up top?
Yes,
Is that
it
what's
is.
happening there?
Yeah,
It looks like from the cartoon about like the future.
like Jetsons.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the Jetsons.
Yeah, the Jetsons.
Yep. Maybe this is, well, I like to think that this is aliens put these mushrooms on Earth for us.
Is that your running theory on mushrooms?
Psychedelics.
It's like,
I mean, hey,
sounds like something Kevin would
Psychedelics
think.
it's a
101.
theory.
Actually, I really like the little subtle ground effect they've got here.
I know.
Just a little bit of line there. Like, that's actually kind of neat little trick.
Yep.
'Cause
And
it's
again,
like-
it's one of those like, hey, we know what all these things are.
Yeah, this is way better than the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good
It's
job.
like, hands down, a win over that last piece.
Isn't it wild that we didn't talk shit about this at all?
Well, I mean, what do you say? It's
I know.
someone who doesn't know what they're doing, and they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Compared
Yeah.
to someone who's been tattooing for 20 years.
Yeah, comparing to that one, it's like good job.
Oh, yeah,
that one,
absolutely.
definitely.
Nice work. All right. So, next up.
All right. This one is nice.
Yeah, I thought you'd like
Yeah, it's
this.
pretty decent.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I can't actually say nothing bad about it.
It's fresh, right?
Yeah.
It's got
I
that
really
red
love
glow.
how the flame in the middle is worked
Yeah,
out
the
with
dotted
dot
flame.
work.
Yeah, very cool.
Like all the contrasts and stuff is like really readable where the light should come from, and like the rest around. It's really nice and subtle composition of it. Also works great with the flowers. I can see
Mm-hmm.
the healed up on the
Yeah,
on the
you know what
corner
this
there.
is going to look like.
Yep.
Right? It's going to look a lot like that. The same kind of texture.
Yeah.
This is definitely well done tattoo.
It's just like with these, I always wonder what they're going to do next. They're just going to keep doing random crap.
Yes.
Like, what are you going to do for background? Because it's so close together.
This is one of the things that we talk about a lot on here is background with
Oh, my goodness. There's no
stylized tattoos that don't incorporate the idea of a background in the future.
Oh yeah, these tattoos is not meant to have backgrounds. Definitely.
Which is a big problem for me because I feel like when you have this person's got other tattoos, so this is not their first tattoo, they're likely going to keep getting tattoos, and they're going to end up in a what do I do now situation.
I think it's the same kind of like with the tradition works, you know, like when you kind of
Yeah, but
build your body looking like a fridge, you know, like with the stickers around.
Well, when I look at the
Yeah.
traditional that you do, it's like there is background built into it.
Well, and you're framing large enough that it fills the area,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at some of your stuff this morning, and I was like, oh, this background built in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There, a lot of times there just isn't.
Why
That
do you
troubles
think
me.
that is? Like, you have the ability to think big and fill space. You know what I mean? Like, you do that well. Why do you think that's not so common with some tattooers? Because, like, a lot of
Actually,
people will do
no.
this where it's like, it's a certain size and that's all they'll do.
You don't have an exit plan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. You kind of think further.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah,
make
yeah,
the
yeah.
customer like to get a next session booked in as well.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
kind of.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I always plan it like so, like even if you don't plan to continue, like what still will work like as the next one,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
so like how it will be possible to connect it like afterwards, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
You gotta be around people long enough getting tattoos where you're like, oh, they always say they're only getting this, and then they end up coming back. So
Yeah.
I feel like you should adapt your strategy around that,
Probably.
like understanding how this addiction works. They're gonna
yeah,
be back
really.
for
how
more.
the next one could be
And
connected.
being
Yeah.
a professional, I think, should be going, how will I build on this, and setting it up for that eventuality.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Yep.
So this is a cool piece,
really
definitely,
nice.
but
Yep.
just really self-contained.
Yep. All right, next up.
Something to love.
It's beautiful. I love it.
This is the crackhead skull from the hell.
The crackhead skull.
The final form.
Yeah.
Final form of the
It's
crackhead.
just so fucking small.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, what the hell?
I kind of guess the idea is like meant to be like some sort of animal / elf, but like Skulls definitely has no ears, you know. So that's like the weird thing about it.
Yeah, what?
You know?
Skull has ears.
Yeah,
Not
It's
many.
got a
up
beard,
teeth.
too, or something.
and crooked teeth as well and shit.
That's the hard thing of like if you're gonna do this style and you're gonna try and show it like falling apart because it's like okay, there's probably skin on there and then that's
there?
why there's I don't know, but I'm
Well,
just saying in the style
the
it's
whole
probably
thing looks
like
very
that.
phallic to me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
What
penis
kind of phallics
shapes
are you
here.
looking at?
Well, if you do like just like kind of like outline graphic work, I think like what's important is to keep like the things, especially in that position, like quite symmetrical as well. Also, like clean up the lines so like the image is more understandable. There is a bit too much chaos going on between like the details, like and that's what doesn't please me.
And it only gets worse as it gets older, right? Like if there's chaos here fresh, when the lines settle, it's going to be
it's
more.
gonna look like it's done poorly, you know. So that's why
Wow.
you have to kind of
There's no
keep
option
the
that
harmony
won't happen.
between the lines and,
Yeah.
and the spaces and stuff.
Well, that's like I was commenting on your work yesterday. Like you have the ability to add negative space very well, like very cleverly, to give the piece a lot of breathing room and space, and you know what I mean. They last well, so something to consider in these things for sure.
Big congested turd. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
We're picking apart the technicality here.
Yeah,
I don't think any of that went into the mindset when they were making this thing.
no,
This was just like, here you go. Here's your tattoo. Get the fuck out.
yeah,
It's
Yeah, in and
so
out pitch.
small. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, it'd have to be
You ruined
huge.
this guy. How's he going to ever do anything bigger?
Well, I mean, there's one way.
It's back out.
Black it
Black
out.
the whole back.
Black out the back.
Yeah, you've
And the
got
neck as
nothing
well,
anywhere
coming
else.
Up the head.
Anywhere else. This is your one tattoo. You're already screwed.
Yep.
Right? If you ever want a big back piece. Can you imagine making a cool back piece around this? Like, now you go to a badass, right? And you're like, I want to get everything else done.
I mean, I'm currently
This
doing
is your-
something like that.
I
like,
know.
literally
it
today.
infuriates me. What are
Literally
you going to
today.
do? I'm not touching that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I'm staying a ways away from it.
That's going to be a wart in the middle of your whatever masterpiece you might do one day.
Yes.
Yeah, I made the same mistake on my back.
Did
I
you?
had like something like relatively small on the shoulder blade.
Yeah.
And once I decided to go for a full back, I just had to get it covered, and like it just didn't work together.
Well, I
damn,
did
no, so-
something kind of like that, but I had a big piece, but it wasn't a full back piece.
Yeah.
But then it was easy to work around because it was left very open. It was already had like black and gray shading around it, so it was like obviously you just build that off.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like it was really easy to work with that, and it was well done. It wasn't this thing, right? So
Yeah. Fair.
and the placement of it is precarious,
Yeah, I would agree.
right? It's very limiting.
Yep. All right. Next up, we got another email. Hey guys, been following your channel for a while now. Really enjoy the work that you are. Oh wow, this is a yep. Anyway,
It's a late Saturday night send in.
yeah, it's a new chess piece I acquired by the artist
Yeah.
Karka. Okay, it's Carcajv. It was a free hand job by the artist. Would love to hear your opinion.
Free hand job, you say?
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
It's for free. Man, I love it.
Yeah, I do love it. I don't hate this thing as much as that bra that we seen last time.
Yeah.
Zoom it in, please.
It has different. It has a different flow to it. It doesn't.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, this is actually cool.
I love this kind of
Yeah,
like texture
I like
work.
that.
it looks very horror.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like very very spooky.
Yeah, like these tongues coming out. Wow.
Yeah, when they do it with like stapling and then
Yeah.
like using like just like a tight three liner or something.
Yeah, oh,
That's- It just looks so cool. It gives that nice texture of it.
And when they do it with washes, because like when you do it just straight black work, it can kind of look furry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this has this like kind of like really
The depth
creepy organic
Of that
vibe to
solid
it.
black with the horns twisting.
Yeah.
It's a really cool trick. I was saying last time we did one of these, like just yesterday when we did that thing with the horns
Yep.
on the guy's back. I was like, you should be able to feel the texture.
Yeah,
You feel
exactly.
like
Just
bone
like
or
this.
tusk or something.
Yep.
This feels like it would, or looks like it would feel like you're like a bone kind of texture.
Yeah,
right?
everything about this, if you touched it, it feels the way like you could feel it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
the
Like
other
the
thing
look has a feel.
almost like a soft animal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, ooh, I'll pet this thing. He said, don't pet this thing, but
Yeah.
this feels rough.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
100%.
they nailed the texture on this.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Depth
Yeah, this is really
cool.
good.
And the nipples aren't as big a problem this time
Weirdly, right?
as they were with that owl thing the other day.
Yeah.
Because they're not right there, you know?
I mean, you should still probably black them out, but whatever.
Well, I mean, if they...
Just the nipples.
I would build some heavy black underneath and around
Yeah, I would
this,
too.
Because then it would push that negative space out farther.
Well, if you think about it, if you can do shadow under all of this,
Oh, yeah.
that all of a sudden pushes all that stuff forward, and then you could shadow in behind too.
Full torso, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. And keep going to this
100%.
same
This is
guy
really
because this
well.
dude's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really cool shit.
Yeah. I like it a lot. All right. Okay.
Oh, you just did something like
Here
this.
we go again.
I did.
Yeah. Good. You can start on that note.
I've done about hundreds of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the
To the
tattoo to
point
start
where
a
you
Harley
just
with.
Have to refuse people like on this.
Can't do any more of this.
Yeah.
I do
that
these in
is,
my
like, too
sleep,
much.
and therefore I will not.
Yeah.
Ugh. Whose wing starts on their forearm, by the way? How are you going to fly with that thing?
I mean,
This is waving your
you're gonna.
I'm more
Not for
wondering
long.
where it started, this trend. Who was the first
The
fucker
originator?
to get it done, you know?
The
like,
OG?
who was the one
So you
who
can
put
go
it
back
up on
in
the
time
Pinterest,
and
you know?
take
like-
them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would stop that.
Stop that. Please.
I mean, it's fine. It's
Well,
done the
it's
way
fine.
it is.
It's fine, but like the only problem that bothers is the dark background shading at the top of the feathers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that, like, why do you need that one? Like, you know, because you kind of like,
That's weird.
yeah, it just looks weird, you know.
If
Yeah,
he
I
has a
think it
plan
bothers
of where
me.
he's going, then maybe. But like, damn.
Part of this feels crispy and part of it feels soft.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of
It's like armor in places.
I
Like
will say
chainmail
that-
or something.
That's one of the things that kind of does drive me nuts every once in a while for black and gray guys, where it's like I really don't want to bust out a liner, so I'm gonna do this like kind of blob shading in behind it, rather than do
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean, a crispy end to it. Which like sometimes it is the right call, but just not all the time. You know what I
Not
mean?
all the time, definitely.
This looks like birds, like a different wing. Like it's like part of it is very sharp. Mm-hmm. Like what the fuck is going on there?
These razor blades, you know.
It looks good, but then you look directly into it and you're like,
Yeah, it's
seriously, why is the first part of that so sharp and then the other feathers are really, really soft?
It's like, you know, they all look like others may judge it like, well, it's because like if you zoom it out, you know, like if you
Yeah, yeah.
judge the whole thing together, it's like, oh yeah, it's like impressive. Once you zoom it in, like you start to check on the texture of the feathers, like it's actually nothing
Yeah,
there.
it's
It's
more
just
like
laying up
quills.
the shading, you know, so it's
Like spikes or something.
Yeah, it's I find with feathers in general, like to create the softness and yet have definition. There's few people that seem to do it right. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's like you either can end up in that like chip area that we used to talk about
Yeah.
with the, you know, what I
Yeah,
mean, you get your
chips. Oh, those are
rigid
still
chips.
coming here or there.
Yeah, oh yeah. But like again, as an overall image, and especially when it's not fresh, it'll probably look all right. But like, yeah, I know what you mean. It's a little rigid.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, last but not least, this horribly taken photo.
Yeah. This is more about the photo than the tattoo. Jesus Christ.
Back to 2004.
Yeah, that's there's a time skip here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, this is all so small. Right?
It's kind of like seems that he's trying to turn it into a leg sleeve, you know. At least he's putting some background into it
Yeah.
as well, you know, like blending it all together.
Yeah, you can keep going with these things, but I don't know that you should. Like, it looks congested.
Yeah, I mean, I would start getting into something bigger.
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? Like, because there's a certain time where the stamp thing really works, and then like once you start seeing that they have a bigger concept and they're starting to tie things together, it's like, oh man, you should really just like try and do something with the rest of whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's your
'cause-
plan here?
You have to like have like even gaps and all that
Yeah.
as well, and like even the size of the designs has to be around the same. Like if you want to build like that way, you know. But I'll definitely suggest to do like with the bigger pieces and something that flows more together.
Yeah.
Overall. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what that top thing is. Looks like some kind of a portrait.
I think there's it's
Jesus
a
on the
Reaper.
jar.
Is
Is
it?
that? Looks like no.
The robe is kind of cool.
I think it's a Reaper.
Is it?
I mean, I think because I think it comes up here and then there's the Reaper face. I
Oh.
think it's him like holding a something.
Yeah, this was like I'm passing out. I'm watching Remy show.
Yeah, I'm watching the
You
Remy
know,
show.
It's like that. You know that thing people do where they put something on in the background
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
pass out. Like they queue up like 90 videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, where am I?
I'll take a
Ooh.
photo of my leg.
Yeah, so I would be on that show.
Yeah. Oh, check this out.
I have 13 seconds to take this photo.
Yeah.
Bang.
Next
Send it
time,
to
zoom
Remy.
out. Maybe
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, so he can actually see what the hell this is.
Yeah, get a buddy to take a photo, maybe, you know?
I do miss getting these. We don't get as many room photos anymore.
I know. I think we talked too much shit about people's rooms.
Well, but sometimes we would get photos, and the room was more interesting than the tattoo.
Tattoo, yeah. The
Hey,
tattoo's
what,
like,
are
oh,
those
whatever.
shoes over there?
Is that couch upside down?
Yeah, where's that? What do you think made that carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those, but yeah.
Yeah, zoom out.
Yeah, zoom out.
Yeah,
Zoom out.
please.